What's up, everybody? Just wanted to show you my Bartop Neo Geo that I promised you to show you a couple days ago. Sorry, I've been busy putting the finishing touches on it, but here it is. It's basically just a one-player Neo Geo Bartop. I have options, or I have a way to play two players if two players want to play, because everybody knows that Neo Geo is all about fighting games, and you should be playing with somebody else. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty and see what's going on here. Let me grab this camera. Basically, we got our 4 buttons here. Lighted coin button. If you notice at the side of this panel, it doesn't have it's not really, I don't know if I can focus on this, but it's not a stencil here, but it's actually one solid piece. This is one big sticker that I use for the surface. So, and it's just Basement Arcade Graphics printed this out for me. This is called Emery Tex overlay. So it's coated with this Emery Tex coating, which makes it really durable, really UV resistant. And the same thing is done for the control panel, which wraps around to the front and to the bottom. Now, see the speaker panels, which was cut out there. Originally I was going to put a cold cathode light in there, but I decided that to go with a single M5 light with which turned out to be one 12-inch M5 light, which turned out to be brighter than two 15-inch CCFL lights. So it was cheaper anyway. So not that I didn't already buy the first one. So what are you gonna do? Let's see. As far as the control panel goes, let me show you how to open this. I put little sliders on here where we can move it easily. Move this to the edge here. Just unscrew I only put one screw in here and I only hand tightened it down, so it'd be easy to open up. The control panel, after you take off the 2 lag bolts, it just swings open like that. Got my CGA to a VGA encoder on my buttons down here. Back side, these are all HAP controlled. This is a HAP competition joystick and concave buttons, kind of like the original. I want to keep it as original as possible. This is how you take off the plexiglass. It just slides down and it comes out from underneath comes out from behind the speaker panel over there. That's how the whole thing is attached. So it's easy to replace if I have to. That's about it for the control panel. I'll swing this around and show you the back of the machine. So here's the back of the machine. The exhaust vent on the top there. We got a power plug, one fan, the intake fan on the bottom. Let's go and open up the back and take a look inside. Here we got the terminal blocks for the power, 5 volt, 12 volt, 110 volt. The back side of the CGA VGA encoder is the MV1C, the SNK arcade hardware, and we got a audio encoder. This is the audio amplifier, sorry. This is the what does the amplification for the speakers, which I picked off. Normally the MV1C doesn't export, or there's no way to get stereo sound off the JAMA edge, so I had to go and pick it off of the motherboard, pick it off of the PCB, and send it to the audio amplifier. Power supply for the monitor right there. Back side of the LCD monitor. I really wanted to go with an arcade monitor, but you know, size-wise it wouldn't fit. See, this thing's only maybe 16 inches deep. There's no way I could have fit a arcade monitor on the inside this cabinet. So there you have it, my little Neo Geo arcade cabinet, single player. Now let's talk about two-player. How do we do two-player? Well, we have that, let me put this down for a second. We have that 25 pin connector right there. What I do is I built this 25 pin to 15 pin adapter, so this side plugs into the machine here. Let me turn this off first. Sometimes it doesn't like when you slap plugs in there. And then on the other side of this 15 pin, you can plug any Neo Geo controller you want into it. So here you see I have a Neo Geo CD controller. Plug this in. Plug this into the end there. And turn this back on. And instantly this becomes our player 2 controller. So you got player 1's playing on the joystick, player 2, let's drop it, why don't you? Player 2 can play off of the control pad. So this can also do basically the select button becomes the coin button, and the start button is basically that start button, 4 buttons and the joystick, basically. Now, that's one way to do two-player. Another way to do two-player is, let me pause the video here and I'll be right back. So you're probably wondering why I put a DB25 back there instead of a DB15, which is all that was needed for a second Neo Geo arcade controller or controller. Well, I did so because I wanted to push more than just the controller outputs to the through that cable. I also wanted to push sound and audio, or sound and video, I should say, so that one player can play on this machine and the other can play on this one. So now what we have here is a two-player Neo Geo setup with player 1 playing on that bar top and player 2 playing on this one. All the player 2 controls are mapped to these buttons here, as well as the coin and the start button, and all the player 1s are mapped on here. So each player has their own controls and their own screen. Much more fun to play that way. These machines are identical in every way except for the fact that this machine doesn't have the arcade hardware, and it also has a cheaper monitor. I was able to, after buying this monitor, which was a $500, this is a $500 industrial LCD, which was all fine and dandy. I was able to use the clear glass and build the machine around the monitor. What I decided for this one was to find a cheaper LCD, which was I was able to do. And this one's actually made by Pile. It's a Pile 15-inch wall mount LCD. It doesn't have the best off-axis viewing. I mean, it's pretty good for a bar top because you're going to be standing in front of the machine the whole time anyways as a bar top. But if you're standing off to the side, you'd have to go pretty far to not be able to see it. Okay, well, thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it interesting. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave it in the comment section below, or on the Arcade Controls forum, the NeoGeo.com forum, or the KLOV Arcade Museum forum. Alright, see you later.